I am really curious where those ADATs he had came from, though, because I've been sitting on a Ghost Recon campaign that I started and then stopped because of interest lacking. But now I want to start up again because, you know, they do a lot of destroying ADATs in that campaign. But Bog, I am doing all right. Hope you're doing A-okay. And let's get started with my command. So right off the bat, you're hearing some AA going off. I think that's just a sound effect over here, which I always do appreciate. The sound background is really, really nice to listen to as things go on and whatnot. But hearing that continue to go on. So Op 4 are going to be the Soviet forces. They're going to be the offenders today. I just realized we haven't put the prediction up. Give me 1 second. I will correct that.
Just over 2 years of paying you. It's been a wonderful time and I've enjoyed every minute. Here's to another year.
And I'm trying to... Okay, so... Blue 4 is defending. Give me 1 second on that. I think that was Keenan with the resub. I'm just trying to get this all sorted here. And we'll do the full 15 minutes, even though it's a little worrisome, but I think we'll still have that amount of time left over, so... Get that all sorted. All right, let's tab back in and get this done. Keenan, thanks to a 25-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario, but we got Op 4 attacking. Op 4 have 2 M2 scout cars with them, and then plenty of transports to move up here. Blue 4 otherwise is defending, and they've got 3 sectors to defend. It looks like 3 little fortifications here. This wouldn't be a bad AO to actually assault. Some of these AOs I have gone into the mission piles and taken the compositions to use for later, because they are pretty nice AOs in my opinion. But it's going to be the Japanese defending. They do have a few transports of their own to get around, but otherwise this is what they're going to be working with. They also have 2 static MGs somewhere. I just don't know where they are. Ah, here they are. So these are fun to carry around. It's literally just a gun on a little stake there to keep it upright, but that should be nice nonetheless. But gunfire is all background noise for this scenario. I assume it'll die down when the mission actually begins. But Japanese forces defending these 3 sectors are going to be having the bolt-action Type 99 rifles, the Type 100 machine guns, and the Type 99 or Type 100 SMG. Their AT guys have bazookas to work with, probably captured from American forces. And then they, of course, have the 2 static MGs right there. But in terms of gunnery, that is it. Their sniper at the platoon level will get the bolt-action sniper, which is the same rifle that everyone is using. It's just they get a little scope with it as well, and he gets to have a different outfit on. Otherwise, looking at the defenders here, we have Holton leading the defense here, Gordon as the platoon medic, Wheaton leading X-ray with Stark as the sniper, Fred as the medic, and Shepard as the 2IC/spotter. Newton leading Alpha with Coco as the squad medic. You've got Ant leading Alpha 1 with Nikolai, Vertikov, Hayes, VLC, Super, Ruffus, and Raposo with him. Alpha 2 being led by Norris with Iqbal and Bates under him. Swola looks like he has merged everyone under Foxtrot under his command, so he's got Banks as the medic with Ash as one of the team leads, Gazag, Arcor, Tackleberry, Azuki, Despo, Tymic, and Sushi with him. Bravo 2 just has naders, so I assume he's going to fold in with another group. Otherwise, Guy Fieri leading the charge on Charlie 2, so it looks like they merged together under a Charlie element. They've got King, Flux, Tender Bainer, Saren, Michael, Wise, Elec, and Bronson with them. Otherwise, Vagrant, who I would say is probably the best commander within FNF, he is going to be leading the attack on the Soviet forces. Soviet weaponry tends to be Mosin Nagants, SVT-40s, the semi-automatic rifle. The Mosins are the bolt action. Otherwise, we'll see PPSHs, both drum mags and stick mags, depending on the kit. So we see some stick mags right there, but we might see a drum mag here and there. They've got captured Panzerschrecks from the Germans to work with. We also have some DP-27s, and I think that will be it in terms of this group's weaponry. Otherwise, going through the rest of the roster, Maz is going to be the Platoon 2IC, Patriot the Platoon Medic, Morgan is going to be leading X-Ray, you got Jack as the Sniper, Russ as the 2IC, and Oddball as the Medic. Bravo 1 being the lead element here, looks like they merged everything together in the squad, so that is Pupper leading Pierce, Aim at the Stars, Frodo, Swan, Fonz, and Kevin. Jerka leading Charlie, but I don't... Okay, so there's a Charlie 2 element all the way down here with Felix Falcon. I think that's a different Falcon than the one we know, because the one we know is in my chat right now, but we also have Sandy, Thompson, and Rodrigue together. Going up back to Foxtrot 2. Looks like they've all merged together. You've got Arnau, Adriwi, David F, Zint, I don't know, Engostad, Carlitos, Meldon, and Mino Sal. And then you got Gamma 1, which is going to be a vehicle crew of Side and Coded together. And then Seismo, Hadav, Swedge, Sam's Shy, Artisan, Kabooey Face, Ace, Kiri, Fetty, excuse me, Mobile Expert, and Lolo all together under Alpha 2. Ooh, fun to say with all those shells going off. Good God. Otherwise, going to get some airborne areas here. Let's go ahead and look at these rosters, and I'll give my 2 cents on the AO. So, closest sector is literally just some sandbags, nothing too heavy. Sandbags are double stacked, though. It looks like they have some static machine guns to also work with that weren't included in the roster breakdown. They're just part of these AOs, but I mean, this machine gun doesn't really have much to look at here. Maybe they could turn it left, though. But it also pretty much encircles this building as part of this sector, and then they also have some defensive lines to the right as well. It's a little bit of custom buildup, otherwise not too impressive, but it does overwatch these massive open areas. Sector 1 up here, the previous one we just covered was Sector 3. But Sector 1 appears to be some sort of ammo dump. They have some bunkers around it as well that you can go into. But otherwise, again, not too defensible. I would say Sector 2 is the most defensible one. They got a sheer cliff on their right, but they got this nice trench network to work with. But it could easily be outflanked from this ridge. Otherwise, you got some, you know, wooden planks here to get on top of positions. And otherwise, a nice area to defend. I'm going to be honest, though, and let me get my cider out. Did I see Malon's comment? No. Where was his comment above? Stealing our mission maker's hard work? I know. I'm horrible. There's things I like about it, you know? We'll see how things go. RGA, I'll get to your comment in a second about the flag, because a lot of funny things happen. But otherwise, that should be it. And I usually ask the mission makers permission to use their composition. Maz, I know for a fact, is okay with it because I've asked him a few times. There was another person, OFCRA, who I took something from that they said it was okay. But, I mean, they have the name of the mission maker in the file, so it makes it easier to, you know, track them down. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think the Soviets are going to win this one because they have a superior in technology in terms of weaponry. They've got, you know, the drum mag PPSHs. They got the DP-27s. They've got stuff that fires quicker and has more ammo in it. And then you've got SVTs in play here with Op4 as well, whereas Blue 4's main rifle is going to be a bolt action. Snipe Hunter, if you agree with me, why did you vote Blue 4 then? But anyway, there's no quotations, Hydrate, because I only have 2 Magners. I need like 60 bucks for another giant case of Magners, but I'm also looking into getting a case of wine because I have a discount. That's besides the point. But Blue 4, they only have 3 types of guns. And the machine gun is only going to be like 1 per squad, but otherwise it's just riflemen. Now, they do have the grenade fire adapter to work with, but so do Op4 with some of their Mosin gunners. But otherwise, Blue 4 just have a very slim picking of weaponry compared to Op4. And these AOs aren't really the best to defend. Yes, there's a lot of open areas to lock down, but there's a lot of that open area to lock down. And I don't think Blue 4 is going to be able to thin their forces out properly to protect against it. And Op4 can just, you know, flank around here in all honesty to get up to these positions. So I don't really know what else Op4 could, Blue 4 could really pull here in defense. I'm not sure if this is an Op4 teleport spawn point for like the scout team to go here and start picking people off from the trench line, but I mean, they can do it from these opening areas. So op balance wise, I see what they were going for, but the Soviets I think are just a little too overpowered to make this work. So I'm going to go for Op 4. If you want to bet the underdog, feel free to go Blue 4, because you also have Papega on Blue 4, which I would say is the best community here, because I don't see any elements of Scandi Recon on tonight. So, I mean, if you want to bet on Papega, feel free, but Papega hasn't really been doing too hot in World War II, at least from what we saw from yesterday. So go with your heart, guys, but to me, I feel like this is already lined up to be an Op 4 victory, but we'll see how things go. We won't know what happens until the mission starts. Now, over to RGA's comment. Last night, we did a stream where I was looking for a flag to put in my base. We did not find a flag. Instead, we found the following items in order. A pair of cat ears, and these are just the items of note. I also found a lot of other shit, but a pair of cat ears, a mini safe, a canopy tent, a medium safe, 2 additional canopy tents, a large safe. Oh dear. I think that just meant to be an ambient flyby, but that's also a Japanese fighter. That's a 0. So that was actually pretty fucking cool, not gonna lie. You can tell where the mission maker put the effort in the immersive part of this operation, which I really do appreciate. But we're also having quite a few people joining in last second. So we were at 81 in the server right now. We have another, like, 8 joining in. So this will jump up to a 90-player operation as people are trying to reconnect and whatnot. So that is quite interesting. But, yeah, so we found all of that. And then we found 3 cars and a truck. And now I'm trying to fix the truck up. And then while I was trying to fix the truck up, trying to find out how to get more wheels for it, I found another version of the truck with more wheels. So now I'm getting the wheels fixed, but now I have to find a wrench to unflip the truck because the truck flipped itself on a server restart. So we'll be streaming some of that later today, but I found literally everything but the damn flag. We did find a Golden Desert Eagle too. We found at least 20 different guns, most of them shotguns. Motherfuck ton of shotgun shells, but again, like just everything you could think of, but no flag. Blue 4 has, no. Blue 4 has 2 static M2s. Not M2s, excuse me, Type 99 machine guns, which I think they've already moved around. They also have a 3rd at one of the other sectors, so here's one of them. Blue 4 doesn't have any vehicles beyond that. Here's the sit-down one, at least it was over here. They might have moved it because it also comes with a sandbag texture. No, they backpacked it, okay. But Op4 is the one with the 2 M2 scout cars, which actually are they scout cars or half tracks? They're scout cars because they're fully wheeled. So we'll see how things go. Where do you download DayZ? Steam. And I think I know a lot of Arma 3 DLCs are off right now. I'm not sure if DayZ's off. Also, Frost has decided to forego resetting the Escher branch and said he's working on a new branch of stuff. You can look on that on the Discord, but it's going to be a small island PvP thing, which I'll be interested in playing. Whew. Is this the downloadable standalone that no one plays? I mean, as far as I can see, a lot of people play the standalone branch these days, but I don't know, I guess I just go on popular servers. Sure, Snipe. I'll be curious to see what you do with it, because I remember our first batch of emotes were all pixelated, so one of them was an Opchan face that was pixelated, but we've since upgraded for the most part. I hear flares going off, but I don't see any. It's a little concerning. Alright, otherwise Op4, it looks like they are diverting most of their forces on the side road here. So that shows me they're going to probably try to hit this sector first and then branch off to maybe this sector and then hit that sector from the rear. But yeah, with vehicles, they're going to be able to rush right in. They're bringing both M2s over there. It looks like their recon team's going to go the other route. Yep, put up in that fix. So Op4's going to go for an all eggs in one basket push, which I agree with at this point. Put everything together, put them on a unified battle line, and just swarm the sectors. Meanwhile, Blue 4 have kind of spread everything out, but have put a lot of their guys under this sector here, so it's a tough call. Blue 4 does seem pretty thin compared to Op 4 here, but that's because Op 4 just has, let's look at Blue 4. So Blue 4 has like a full roster. Op 4 has a full roster down to Charlie 2, so they pretty much have an additional squad of dudes, which I think is a little more than 8%, but I understand when you have communities that want to play together and stay together, so I don't know, Op 4 with the superior weaponry and the higher numbers per Soviet doctrine. I'm really feeling Op 4 here, guys, but feel free to bet against me. I mean, bet on the dream if you want. It's a lot of interesting sound effects going on, that's for sure. Looks like some people are getting out of one of the trucks. They're going to head around a different way. Dawn comes and goes as she pleases, you know? Yeah, so they just diverted that off the side. I guess they're opting to consolidate more forces and more trucks. But, you know, Dawn has a life, too, as a Helen Keller can commute. I don't lock her in my basement. And there's the mission start. I always like to watch the convoys of forces come in because you never know when people might crash into each other, which is pretty damn funny. Looks like they have a little bit of an ordering issue here. That's fair, Fives. I find it funny that the auto mod censored that, but whatever. I guess with what's going on in Ukraine, saying you hate Russians probably is going to make Twitch auto mod freak out. We're just talking about a historical context thingamajig here for a fun little PvP match. I love how the shooting's continuing, so that could also cause audio PID to get thrown off quite harshly. So we'll just have to see how things keep going there, but this is interesting. So with audio PID scuffed, we'll have to see how that continues on. Otherwise, Pepega are staying here to pretty much set up their front line. There's already someone dead, which I think was just a disconnected player. I don't see any other deaths on there. But Op4 otherwise is moving up to this position. Here, let me allow the message. That's what he was talking about. Alright, they're gonna stop short and move in. That's gonna be about a kilometer-long walk. That gives them time to get into a formation as well, as we are now within 2 minutes of the AO beginning. I didn't notice Stark was the sniper. I think I called that out, but I completely phased that out. But yeah, no, they're trying to set up a position right here. They might catch X-rays. Marksman team out of position. But we'll just have to see how that goes. Russians. That's a good one, Phobia. No, Malin, it was totally the mission maker. He put a delayed trigger spawn of a plane, and it took him like 30 minutes to code it and get it right, and then set it to careless hold fire in testing because he noticed they still bombed the units on the ground. And it took him like an hour and a half to make it instead of doing what you did and literally just spawning it in the Zeus interface and flying it around for 2 minutes and having it work just fine. You know? Clearly the mission maker did that. Right, so you gotta, oh, they brought the machine gun with them. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's going to make them pull back. So we're seeing some smoke grenades getting deployed here. Great use of the MG. And they got the camera to work with them, so they're blindly suppressing here. I'd imagine... No, they re-backpacked the MG and they picked up the pieces, and now they're just trying to pick people off. So it's a little marksman fight here, but they just can't seem to get a shot on each other. But they have the other two members of the marksman team coming around here. Oh, Shepard just got hit. Needs to move back at this point. He's lucky he didn't get killed with that shot, because usually the first shot will kill you. Unless Arma thinks you got shot in the limbs. Alright, looks like Blue 4 otherwise is taking fire. They just lost two guys over here. King dying early on with Bronson, because Blue 4 decided to space out a perimeter here, and that is just spreading them out even more to get cut down. Bronson wakes back up. Op4 getting this really nice unified battle line coming up. Looks like they've spotted Blue 4 coming in, but we have AT firing. That was a Panzerfaust round, knocking out David and Arno. And otherwise doing a lot of damage everywhere else. So great use of AT by Blue 4 with their bazookas. I think I call it as the Panzerfaust. Op 4 of the Panzerfausts. Oh no, they have Panzerschrecks, my bad. Blue 4 have bazookas, but otherwise good use there. Bronson getting knocked out again by the 50 cal. You can tell it's that heavy noise of the 50 cal firing from the cars here. And also the ambient noise has stopped. And then we've got Blue 4 sending Alpha 2 up this ridge here, I guess, for a little bit of additional overwatch. Otherwise, they also have their reconnaissance team trying to find a line to engage Op 4's reconnaissance team. Have I ever heard of fig butter? It's, I'm gonna be honest, no, but that does sound delicious. You'd be surprised what, like, a nice tart or sweet butter can do for certain cooking things. Not your everyday cooking, but, you know, for, like, spreads especially. On your toast one. That's pretty good. So Kiri taking a bazooka, getting noob tubed there, but I mean, Blue 4 is trying everything they can to fight this superior force, or at least slow them down. Another rocket going out. That got a kill and knocked out Carlitos. These guys are still bandaging. That killed Dorden. More AT firing, and that's another kill! And knocking out Majo there. But that is Meldon eliminated. Oh god, and it continues. And that double tapped someone, I think, or that might have just been the body still there. But yeah, no, bazookas, man. And that is forcing a rout. Great use of an infantry shock weapon here. And it just goes to show you how powerful it can be against a grouped up squad like that. Alright, so I'm trying to see, looks like a few guys are looping back to potentially pick up their casualties that are knocked unconscious, checking the dead as well. But it looks like Tenderbaner was eventually taken out here by additional forces on their flanks. Otherwise, now you're going to have Blue 4 kind of holding the position here. Wise watching up the hill in the meantime. But let's see how well Pepega can do tonight. So you're having some shooting up here. I don't know what they're engaging. It looks like they're shooting at this tree. They might think they see an enemy there, but there's actually nothing there. Looking at the map, recon teams are still kind of playing cat and mouse here. You hear the Type 100 SMGs firing off to the side here. Grenades being thrown, not far enough though. Now you got these bolt actions in play. So a really nice thing that Op4 is doing here by keeping all their forces together is by refusing to send smaller groups to potentially get killed off. Ooh, is that a smoke grenade? Yeah, they're smoking themselves as they try to pull away. But by not giving Blue 4 any opportunity to loot any Op4 weaponry and gain a tactical advantage, Op4 is going to basically maintain their technology superiority instead of giving weaponry over to people like Flux or Guy Fieri that could take a PPSH drum mag and just murder an entire squad with it if given the opportunity. I'm not saying not everyone, actually I am kind of saying that, but out of everyone on the server, those are two of the players that could especially pull off a maneuver like that. So could Stark or Keen if he was still alive, but Stark I think is still down here with that team playing with the marksman team, so that keeps both marksman teams pinned out of the AO here. But Op4, I mean, they've taken 4 casualties because 2 other people on that AT stuff bled out. But beyond that, it looks like there weren't any others. Meanwhile, Blue 4 lost Kane, Bronson, and Tenderbaner. Bates was also killed off up here. He got picked off. That was a great shot by Op4. So, not really worth the exchange there, in my opinion, but they did try.
Give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Looks like they were double tapping that already dead body. But this sector's taken. Now they're going to maneuver past. Looks like we might see some forces trying to do a counterattack here. Flux and Saren heading out potentially. But Blue 4 is going to basically set up over here to stop this push of forces. I'd imagine Op4 is going to do one of two things. They're either going to do a unified battle line to Sector 2, or they're going to send one force to Sector 3 and one force to Sector 2. I think they're going to keep it uniform, knowing Vagrant. He knows he has the number advantage. He knows he has the technology advantage. He should keep all of his forces together, take one sector, and then take the other sector. But now you got Blue 4 kind of looping around, still keeping their forces divided. So we just have to see Op4 smash through these two separated forces. But I think another question I'm going to have here is, how is Op4 going to utilize their scout cars in this environment? It's really steep uphill. And yeah, it looks like they're actually abandoning. No, they're trying to do it backing up now. I'm not sure if they'll have the traction to do it, but I mean, this is all really bad uphill terrain that's going to really expose those gunners as well. So I don't know. That's a tough call to be in for those scout cars as support weapons. And Nenyon, welcome. Hope you enjoy the stream. We just watched Hayes there have a little spaz out from going unconscious by a marksman or someone picking him off with sounded like some sort of rifle. Meanwhile, you have two Blue 4 guys up here. Mobile X, though, on his own. You know, it'd be funny if this was Falcon. Everyone would be up in arms, but I guess not. So he's way on his own right here. Might be able to get a good flank on these two Blue 4 guys. He could come up and definitely get a line on them. But otherwise, these guys are doing a good job of pinning the Op4 element down, but they don't have a lot of room to maneuver here. They've got a submachine gun and a regular, it's like a light machine gun. And they're basically just firing down to stop Op4's advance here. But look at this battle line they've adjusted here. It's brilliant, but the southeasternmost side is about to get flanked by a counterattack from Blue 4. And you're seeing members on both sides getting shot up here. Meanwhile, Mobile X getting the drop on these guys, but the weapons, gunshot sounds are drawing out their voices. Now the M2 firing up as well as Mobile X continues to maneuver around. And he's just part of the overall push here, but one well-placed rifleman is going to be able to get the pick off on this guy too. No, unless he thinks he's dead. Yeah, Iqbal's playing dead. And I think Mobile's going to fall for it. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that was pretty funny. So Blue 4 otherwise continuing his flank. We got multiple men down. We're hearing more AT rounds firing. Sushi coming up as Op4 is now stuck trying to do some medical. We're hearing some AT firing back and forth. That is Panzer Shreks on this position. Grenades also going. Looks like the machine guns have been stopped here. We have Artisan who's crawled up to the trench line. Wow, Hayes getting blown away. As soon as Vedrikov gets on that heavy machine gun, Artisan picks him off with that SMG. He's throwing more grenades, but he gets headshotted. I don't know by what angle, maybe up there, but that might have also been a friendly fire. It's really hard to tell at this point. All right, you got Flux now coming up. He's got 3 kills with that submachine gun. He's doing his best to take out this thinned out line. He gets engaged by someone's handgun, but is able to drop him. On people like Flux, it's all about being mobile and using a submachine gun to take targets out. He's double tapping here. He's now utilizing the smoke to his advantage. Literally running right up to hostile forces and taking them out. This is Japanese bonsai style. And Flux isn't really able to get the kills here, but he's doing his best. Switch, though, tries to put a round in him. Flux goes for the shot there. A grenade gets thrown over, but it's a smoke grenade. Otherwise, that might have gotten Flux. Flux eventually getting taken out by Switch there as he attempts to return fire, but that was a decent call. A lot of people down on this side. Op4 is losing a lot of manpower here. You know, Blue 4 might actually have turned this around with the counterattacking and an explosive trap right here, taking out quite a few guys here as well. This could be a massive upset. Because usually all of last week, the attackers were winning left and right. Oh my god, did Gordon just die to the bridge? That's cute. And you got Wheaton over here, part of X-Rays folded back, and now they're getting some knockouts too. Michael now on the rear here, picking off who he can. Hearing some AT firing. There's a double tap. I'm going to want to check kill counts after this, because this has gotten pretty damn ridiculous. Op4, I think, have been broken. Just some beautiful flank attacks, some beautiful counter attacks in smoke. The submachine gunners on the Blue Force side running into Op4's lines as smoke grenades were being used to get some proper flanking. Some brilliant grenade throws. That one might get Thompson. Yeah, that's pretty top notch. Like, all we have are the scout cars remaining and then a few guys on the side. So you got Maz now trying to pick people off with the SVT. And then you got X-Ray down there, but I think Blue 4 has enough defenders to hold this. So I want to quickly check here on Blue 4's roster. Holton on 0, Bronson on 0. Michael was on 2, and he's still kicking. Tenderbaner got 4 with that AT. Flux on 8 to end. King died early. Guy Fury got 2. Sushi got 2. I'm trying to see who else got a massive multi-kill, especially with that explosive. But another thing is a lot of people might have just bled out. We still have these scout cars, though, picking people off with that 50 cal, though. So I think Op4 is going to be able to counterattack and potentially take the sector, but with the remaining manpower down here, it could really be anyone's game. There's just a lot of unconscious Blue 4 right now. We have Bay on this side. He's on 1 kill. Another really top player there. Top-notch player there, excuse me. Ruffs was on 2. Stark is down on 2. And Wheaton was X-Ray. I don't see where Platoon went for Blue 4. They might have gotten disconnected. That was Holden. Oh, so okay. Gordon is a medic. He might be able to get some of these guys back up, but he's going to have to stay low because of those 50 cals. That 50 cal might have an angle right here. And Vertikov wakes up. Ooh, that was some Op4 guys coming down, but I think Bayant spotted them and took them out. This is going to be a long round. Because now Op4 is broken here. You got Zeke trying to take Sushi out. Missing his shots. Pretty big upset. Yes, Fardoni, I saw that. Please do not put thermal paste on your gold pins when you put your CPU on your motherboard. I can't believe people are that silly, but I guess they are. Did he just... Wow. But I'm pretty sure he just shot and double tapped an Op4 body right here. So that was a little awkward. Oh, it might have been Blue 4. Never mind, I take that back. It's really hard to tell. Yeah, Zine's quickly bandaging. He picked off that guy. I mean, he's got an SVT. You know, semi-auto rifles are pretty fucking nice here. Now you got Vagrant leading... no, it's Patriot over here. He's got 2 kills with a Mosin. He's trying to climb that barbed wire. He's unable to squeeze past... Oh, no, there he goes. Oh. And Stark gets the knockout, but now he's being fired at by... I don't even know what's up there. Oh, man. Maybe they mis-PID'd him? I don't know. Oh, God. And that would have been bad. But, Patriot's back up. He's only got a Mosin, but he doesn't check his 6. He gets a kill. Patriot dodging all these shots. But Bay saves the day. Only for a 50 cal to shoot at him, but he's still alive. Well, that was interesting. Oh, wow. There goes his head. Bayant gets the pick off on the 50. That was Coda on 5 kills. But yeah, now you're going to have the vehicle crews dismounting here. You got otherwise X-Ray coming in. Throwing some grenades. That might kill Russ. Oh, it did a lot of damage to Russ. Swola coming around with the Type 100. Russ misses the shot. Swola knocks him out. Ash popping a grenade. It bounces. Oh, that was a great bounce. Tackleberry trying to come around. Screws up his grenade throw. OpForce could still bounce back here. All right, that's the really critical part about this. Zint finds and Hillary Clinton's Banks in the back of the head. This could still turn around. It is incredibly close. I think Bay might be able to hold this northern sector here, but he's outgunned. Holton and Zint exchanging fire. Tackleberry getting knocked out by Morgan. Swola didn't see Russ through that little slit. Grenade throw right on top of Morgan. This is what I'm talking about. That technology advantage of OpForce's weaponry is really coming in hand here. Russ, I think, sees the weapon. Opts for a little bit of medical. Swola's doing the same thing. He sees that. He sees the arm. He's trying to get a shot here. He's just unable to find the angle. Now Swola's trying to come around. Russ might be thinking the same thing. Tackleberry wakes back up. Look up on the northern side. OpFor had a guy down. He's back awake. It's Swola and Coda, Coop, excuse me, 2 members of Pepega fighting against Bay. You got Stark coming around off the side. If Coop and Side can take Bay out, that's all they need for that sector. Otherwise, Tackleberry got knocked out again. Blue 4 only needs to win one of these fights, whereas it looks like Coop just got taken out. It's only up to Side now. Whereas OpFor need to win both of these fights. I think they're going to win the southern fight at this rate. Zint under heavy fire from Holton again. He gets knocked to his feet. Holton might find the angle. He does not. Swola pushing out. Little risky. I think OpFor is going to be able to take this sector and then come around to sector 2 here. But the question is, can Bay hold? I have no idea what Ash is shooting at. Oh, he's shooting out the doorway down. Wow, Holton. Or no, it might have been Swola right there and Holton getting a double kill right there on those 2 OpFor guys. Now the southern AO is in question. It's a 3v3. North, it's a 1v2. Jack missing a shot on Swola. It's again, you're seeing the mobility of the guys with the Type 100 SMGs. Doing a great job, showing a good balance of aggression. And you got Jack with the Mosin right here doing his best. A grenade is thrown. Swola backs up a little too much and gets blown up by the grenade. This is why I love World War II FNF, because the fucking grenades actually do something. Holden going with his handgun there. Knocks out Zeke. Not sure if he'll wake back up. Sideways was just taken out. I think Bay got that kill too. He's on 6 right now with that damn Mosin. No, it's a Type 99 rifle. Excuse me, the Arstikia, whatever. So now it's just up to 3 guys back here. Jack double taps the body. Blue 4 hiding in this one building. That is the best call they can make because they do have the submachine guns. But Holton, I think he's going to continue to go mobile because that's been really working for him. So I think he just saw Oddball run right. He's going to catch both of these guys on the rear. Misses the burst and Oddball bitch slaps him back. Oh, that's brilliant. Jack, meanwhile, friendly firing. You really don't want to see that right now with how thin the amount of remaining infantry is. Jack might end up pushing right into Ash's position. You got Stark now coming south. This is technically a 3v4 right now in terms of remaining players. And Fred's going AFK for booze. Jack have medical perms? No, I don't think he's going to be able to save Zint. OpFor doesn't have... actually, no, they do have Oddball, so they could get Zint back up. But that is really up in the air. Holton, I doubt he's going to wake back up. It is just up to Ash to cover, and he has a Type 100 to do it. I've seen grenades thrown through these windows, like, kill people up here, which I always find hilarious. So we might see a grenade throw utilized. Otherwise, we'll just have to see how the rest of this goes. But we're only 25 minutes into this round. So like I said, it's really rare for World War II rounds to go past the 30-minute mark. When I say the 30-minute mark, I technically mean the 45-minute mark displayed here because you have 50 minutes of safe start and, you know, 30 of the 50 minutes of the round. Stark might get a pick-off here if he notices. He might not. Hold on. Yep. Notice how Stark has picked up that submachine gun. Now you got Ash firing. Yeah, he's firing through this little silhouette of windows here. I actually don't see the bullets penning that. Stark finishing off those two. Now it's 2v4. I think Blue 4 has this. Unless Russ gets like a beautiful pick-off here with his Mosin, which could happen. These two are sticking together. One of them has... Oddball picked up the Type 100, seeing how effective it's been. Stark might get an ambush. He's dressed up for it, too. He's gonna get it. No, oh, Oddball missed it. Here comes the Japanese. Oddball hears them. Oh, but Russ comes into the view. So the other Russian guy bled, oh, excuse me, Soviet force bled out there. Oddball wakes back up. They need to double tap Stark. Though, I mean, if he gets knocked out by that round, it's unlikely he's going to wake back up. Oh, he's definitely not waking back up now. Yeah, that's enough. 2 versus 3. They have to push that building, or they have to loot grenades to then put into that building to smoke Ash out. They're also going to clear this building. No, they go back so Oddball can bandage a bit more. Woo. 2v3. Those wake-up checks, man, they're brutal. All right, they're moving in. Stark bleeds out. Ambient effort, it's just, you know, he didn't hear the second guy because he was delayed. I do love Ash's constant use of smoke grenades here to really cover this position. He's minimalized his firing profile. He's basically waiting to hear a damn door open. Now, here's what I want to see. A grenade. Oddball, I think, is trying to line it up with enhanced throwing. A little far. But if he can get it through this window right here, that's what he needs to do. And they'll know if they get the kill because they'll get the sector immediately. A frontal assault is really unwise here. There's other bodies that they can choose from. If they attack front to front, they're not going to be able to survive this one. There goes Oddball. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Ash isn't going to go down and double tap, though. So these two could still wake back up because that was only submachine gun rounds, but it's over. Blue 4, I think, just clutched it. I thought the technology advantage would be good, but Blue 4 did a really great flanking of both pincers. Not pincers, excuse me, of both flanks of the main assault force on Sector 2, and that's what won it for him. That is honestly what won it for him. It was a good round. Yeah, Guy Fieri is right. They're not waking up because you don't wake up in this round, and it's officially called. All right. Never tell me the odds, Lcpl Liru. So, I mean, last week, the first round of EU also went very, very close. So I'm not surprised with that at all. Still didn't make it past the 30-minute mark, though. So, whew. We'll get that paid out. We'll play an intermission, and we will get through everything. But thank you so much for participating in that first round with me. We will get on with round 2 in just a moment.